Well, from my understanding, there's only one other picture that has ever been taken like that prior to Mike's. You know, that accidentally just taking a picture and he gets a meteor streaking through his image. This is nearly impossible.
Last night, this self-described amateur astronomer hit the mother lode. After the boom, he went outside to check his camera connected to his high-powered telescope and realized it captured this image of what Hanky believes is a meteor. By the way, Denise, he did contact NASA, NOAA, as well as NORAD to let them know what he saw.
What it meant to me was, I have to find the meteorite. My intuition really told me that that's what I had to do.
When this event happened, he saw that maybe as sort of a sign or something that there's more to life than just my business or my computers, and wow, this is really cool, and you know, it's like this whole other thing, you know what I'm saying? It's this like awakening in a sense.
So we know they're not that way. They can only be this way or this way.
Right.
It took several months to zero in on exactly where it had fallen, and that turned out to be Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, the capital of the Amish world.
We don't know what kind of meteorite fell here in Lancaster, but we know that one fell. You found one like this, it's 2,000 grams, and it was this type, the lunar type, it'd be worth over $1 million. No joke. We want to let people know that, hey, you might have meteorites in your yard, you might have meteorites on your farm. This is what the meteorites look like. If you have a big farm, you might have meteorites on your farm. And the people that find meteorites more than any other type of person is a farmer. But you always have to ask permission before you look.
Yeah,
but if it's your farm, well then you're set.
These are all these houses. We've gone to their door, knocked on their doors, shown them meteorites, given them literature, given them the maps, told them the whole story.
A friend of mine needed some work, and I offered a job to him to live in Lancaster hunting for the meteorites.
I really like my job, and I think it's really awesome.
It's like a regular job, and then if he finds it, then there's a bonus.
I'm excited when I get up. I just feel like it's we're going in the right direction, and it's good stuff that we're doing, and we have a good approach.
You know, there's times where I have thought that I'm a little crazy for even doing this. So much so that I went to see a psychologist to ask her if I was crazy, and she said that I wasn't. But she also said that her spiritual bird was a hummingbird, so I'm not quite sold on her.
Despite the fact that the Catholic Church didn't have a lot of good things to say about Galileo in the day, about you know, what's in the center, whether it's the earth or the sun, and so on and so forth, despite that, later on, they became the forefront of astronomy. As far as the Vatican's collection of meteorites, it's one of the most comprehensive collections in the world. And today, Brother Guy Consolmagno is the curator of the Vatican's collection of meteorites.
So I wrote him and I told him what happened, and I showed him the picture and explained to him what I was trying to do. He responded within a day or two and was very positive and kind and congratulated me, and then let me know, hey, you probably won't find the meteorite, but if you do, let me know, because I have a friend who really likes space rocks. We included a link to an article that had just been published a few days before the Pope was holding a Martian meteorite.
I don't know if I'm like chasing a rock or some greater meaning. What I've concluded it to me is that I have to find this rock.